Going on, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to Zone 864 TV, Late Night Creep. It's your host, Zone, in the building. Make sure you guys do me a solid and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments. Let me update this little thing here real quick. Hold on, hold on. Let me get it updated. Well, I'm not seeing it for some reason. So, oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. There we go. If you guys would like to contribute to the channel, there's the Cash App at the bottom of the screen, $ Z864PC, $ Z864PC. Not going to be on here too long tonight, but we are on here late as usual. You know, I'm a creature of the evening. I'm a creature of the night. I'm always out moving, shaking, and popping. Always out handling business. Always on the move. I've always been a creature of the night. It's like the world, you can finally get some kind of solace at night when everybody inside sleep. That's when I come out. That's when I'm out. That's when I'm moving, shaking, and popping. We're going to be talking about Benzino tonight. And again, as you guys come into the room, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you feel compelled to do so, hit that share button. Share it to your social medias, your Twitters, your Facebooks, any other social media site. Um, for many of you that don't know, there's been a recent video, recent footage that has come out about Mr. Benzino. Benzino is 57 years young. Some people say 57 years old. I say 57 years young because, you know, 57 is still, yeah, it's old, but still pretty young, 57. Young in life. If we're talking about, comparing it to somebody that's in their 80s or 90s, I'm sure somebody that's in their 80s or 90s would love to be 57 again. Um, there has been some recent footage that has come out with Benzino in it and his ex on and off again girlfriend, Althea. They have a son together. I believe Benzino has about 4 or 5 kids total. And his most famous child at this current time is Coyle Ray. I believe that's how you say the young lady's name. Um, she's on the gram, shaking that little stick, that little twig behind that she has, She's on the gram always twerking that little stick behind that she has. Um, like literally every day. She's a decent looking young woman, but obviously no father would want to see his daughter on the gram twerking like that. Um, yeah, man. So this footage is out of Benzino, and basically in this footage, Benzino is breaking down. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's crying, cussing, possibly having a little bit of roid rage, and of course, all of this is over a chick, a grown ass woman who is out here, basically doing what she do. You can't stop no grown ass woman from getting out here and doing what she do. These women, they're gonna do what they want. Basically, in a nutshell, Benzino took an Uber over to his now in the video, in the footage, in the video clip, he called this chick his wife. In the video clip, in the footage, the body cam footage from the police officer, the Althea said that she was not his wife and that she had never been married. Now I know some states have common law, some states don't. Uh, this incident took place in 2020, so this body cam footage is a couple years old. Um, and uh, and I don't believe they have common law marriage in Georgia. So basically, in a nutshell, Benzino pulls up in an Uber. Uh, he claims that he is, you know, going over to his ex girlfriend's house to see his son play tennis. But in reality, what I think is he probably called her or he probably reached out to her and she probably was not returning his calls. She was probably ignoring his ass. And so because of that, he thought that he was going um, go in stealth mode and pop up on her and see what's good. And of course, uh, like many knuckleheads these days, he's probably going to try to get the draws as well. Um, but needless to say, all that, well, we see how that turned out. It didn't really turn out that great. Um, he pulls up and there's a man there with his ex-lady. Now, the man that was there, I guess, is a dude that his ex-lady was talking to. Um, the ex, the dude that his ex was talking to, is a retired firefighter. You know what I'm saying? Out here doing what grown men do, living his life, hollering at women, living life to the fullest. The man had a nice vehicle. The man had a nice sized pickup truck, and apparently Benzino took it upon himself to damage the truck. So, of course, the police were called, stories were told. Again, Benzino vandalized the truck. His baby mom told the police that he vandalized the truck. Benzino lied to the police and said that he did not vandalize the truck. Um, but that video is just sad. Now, for those of you that don't know about Benzino, Benzino is a founder of the Source magazine. This magazine was very popular in the 90s and the early 2000s. It was every rapper's job to get 5 mics in, I think it was it, I don't know. I think it double XL, you had double XL that was popping right around the time. But I think the Source did the mics. I think double XL and the Source did the mics. I'm not sure. But needless to say, um, if you weren't in the Source back in the day, you weren't popping. You know what I'm saying? The Source back in the day, the Source magazine back in the day was like, you know, what social media is now. Um, Basically, that's where you did all your advertising. You know, if you're a rapper or if you were the CEO of a record label, or um, if you had a clothing line, um, anything of that nature, entrepreneur, um, you know, you would be a fool not to be up in the Source magazine. So Benzino was you know, he was the spearhead. He's one of the he was the front guy, you know. And then behind the scenes you had the silent partners. Now, at one point in time, you know, I was doing some Googling and stuff earlier. At one point in time, Benzino was worth about 10 to 20 million dollars. Those are the numbers that I kept seeing reportedly, repeatedly when I was Googling earlier to try to find out his highest net worth. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all that a lot of these numbers that y'all see on the internet are fake, because the reality of it is that um, nobody really knows how much money people really have. You don't know how much money Jay-Z, Kanye, Puffy, You don't know how much money they really have. They only get these numbers based off of certain assets that they can verify, certain business ventures that they can verify. You're not going to be able to count every single dollar and know every transaction and know every business deal or venture that these guys close, or know the exact figure that's in these guys' bank accounts. So when it comes to stuff that you see online, when it comes to net worth and shit like that, you got to be really careful believing that shit, because sometimes it be saying motherfuckers have like $10 million and they might only have $100,000 in the bank. They might only be worth $200,000. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't really believe what you see. Now, somebody like Jay Z is more believable that he's a billionaire, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of his stuff is verifiable that he's a billionaire. But that's neither here nor there. The whole point of this situation is that Benzino at one point was one of the guys in the hip hop rap industry. He had one of the major outlets, one of the major um, sources of networking, if you will, no pun intended, for the hip hop rap industry. I mean, at one point in time, Benzino was the cream of the crop. You know, he had it all: the mansions, the cars. He was doing music, he was rapping. He was definitely flossing. He was definitely living that lifestyle. And now that this man is 57, when you Google his net worth, you're seeing numbers like 400,000, 600,000. If you ask me, I bet his net worth is probably a lot lower than that. If you ask me, his net worth is probably maybe around 1 or 200,000. Now that's just the feeling that I get, judging by some of the things that I've heard him say, like in a previous video where cops are involved and they're trying to question and get down to the bottom of the incident of what happened. Um, they were talking about child support, and he was talking about how he gives one of his kids' mothers like $500 a month or something like that. And I heard a number in there about $700 or something like that. And he said that he was paying money that he didn't even have. So if you're complaining that you don't even have $700, to me that is a red flag. Red flag. That is an indicator that you are definitely struggling financially, and rightfully so, because you have all of these different kids by all these different women, which you shouldn't have. Um, you know, uh, I'm a firm believer that a man should have as many children as he can take care of. And when I say take care of, I don't mean have children with different women and then you leave the women with the children and let them put you on child support. I mean that when a child is born, there's a custody agreement and you are paying the primary bulk of the child's financial burden and responsibility. That is what I mean by support the child. I'm not talking about, leave the child with the mom and then have the mom pay everything and then you contribute. You get what I'm saying? But in this footage, you will see Benzino, like I said, crying, cursing out the dude that his ex-girlfriend was with. First of all, you had no business over there uh going to spy and check in on your ex chick. You get what I'm saying? Like, for a person like me, you just like I'm talking to y'all right now, I'm not gonna go spy on my daughter's mother and see what she's doing at this time of night. Now I know more than likely she's probably sleeping, but I'm not, and even if it's in the heart of the day, I'm not gonna go pull up her house and see who's over there, see what she doing, all that kind of stuff. I'm not doing that. Why? Because I got my own business to be minding. I got my own schedule. I got my own life. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my own social environment. I have my own aura. I don't need to be concerned with nobody's shit other than my shit. So that was his first mistake. He ain't have no business. That's what happened when you go meddling in other people's business and you ain't got no business meddling in their business. And as a grown ass man, damn near grandpa age, at 57 years old, 57 years young, you know damn well you don't got no business over there. Okay, so that's your first mistake. Your second mistake was when you saw your ex chick with the dude overreacting and going over there to try to talk to the dude. Like that's how dudes get killed. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes nowadays, they not with that fighting stuff. They will lay you flat on the pavement with no hesitation. And when you go back and you watch that footage, the dude that his ex chick Althea was with, his baby mama was with, told the police that he had a gun, told the police that he's licensed to carry. You know what I'm saying? And he should be carrying. And I don't have a problem with him making it known that he had a firearm on him because I believe in the Second Amendment, and that's what firearms are for, to protect you. Um, so you know what I'm saying? Never underestimate a man because you never know what a man is capable of. Never underestimate a man because it don't matter how small they are, tall they are. You know, and that's another thing. Benzino, when I was looking up some information on him, Benzino is a little guy. Now, physically, muscularly, he's not little. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty swole. Height wise, he is little. His height came up to like 5'3", 5'2". So Benzino is a little guy. Um, Never underestimate a man. Never underestimate a man. Um, the last thing, all of that crying and shit, bro. What you crying over spilt milk. When a relationship is done, it's done. There's no need to sit back there, go back there and try to sleep with the chick, try to get in the draws. You know how many women it is out here in this world, and you over here uh trying to get back with your ex baby mom. You know, people say, "Oh, she got big titties and yada yada yada." Man, fuck that shit. Man, you know how many titties it is uh walking around here on a daily basis. Don't nobody give a fuck about no saggy titties and shit like that. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta be cold, man. You gotta just keep your veins cold. You gotta wash your hands and you gotta move on. But man, that footage of Benzino is so embarrassing. 57 years old, man. You know, the biggest lesson that I want dudes to take away from this whole Benzino situation is that when you're in a position where you have when you have what's the word that I'm looking for? It's late, so I'm tired and I'm forgetting my words. When you're in a position where you have generational wealth, you need to do everything that you can to pass that wealth down to generations. This was a man that was worth 10 to 20 mil at one point. Now probably barely worth $100,000. Uh, if that, you know, and you on top of the world and you literally spent all your money. You were 10 to 20 million dollars and you spent all your money and you left with nothing. And then you invest all your feelings and emotions in a chick only for her to call the police and get you arrested. And the way that she was talking about you in the video, you can tell she don't give a damn. You're finished, you're washed. You're finished and you're washed. That whole video, and I wish I had more energy, man. I'd really go in, but I just wanted to go live for a few minutes to talk about this. Don't do what Benzino did. Do not invest in a woman. Do not invest in these chicks. These chicks do not give a damn. They will not hesitate to try to break you if they possibly can. You don't let no woman, you don't give no woman no power over you, because women will break you the first chance that they get. You see with men, I'ma just keep it real. With men, see, men will forgive and shit. Men will let a woman back in the picture because a lot of us was raised by our moms. A lot of us did not have our fathers around. And if we did have our fathers around, a lot of our fathers wasn't teaching us, like wasn't telling us real shit. They was just taking us to basketball practice or football practice and then bringing us home. A lot of our fathers weren't telling us real shit. A lot of our fathers weren't out here telling us how to deal with these women. And that's why a lot of dudes nowadays fall victim and look like suckers out here chasing these chicks that show time and time again that they are not faithful, that they're unloyal, that they're disrespectful, that they aren't capable of being wives, they aren't capable of satisfying a man. They aren't capable of servicing a man. Um, they're not worthy enough to even have a man. And a lot of these dudes will, these chicks will give these dudes their ass to kiss, and these dudes will kiss their ass over and over and over, and let her run, let her break his heart and get in his head over and over and over again until he finally becomes mentally deranged. And the next thing you know, you have a situation where she gets deleted and he deletes himself. So you never invest yourself in a chick. Always love yourself more than you love her. And that's just the God's honest truth. You know, I love women. I love women of all ethnicities. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. But one thing I'm going to tell you is I'm never going to love anybody else more than I love myself. Because when you love yourself more than everything else, everybody else, then you're going to do right by yourself. But if you don't love yourself more than anybody else, and I'm talking about your wife, I don't believe in this unconditional love shit, because love has conditions. Life has conditions. Life has conditions. I don't believe in unconditional love, because if you're married and your husband steps out, you want a divorce. If you're married and your wife steps out, you want a divorce. Y'all ain't about to sit there and work this shit out in 2022. Y'all ain't about that life. Y'all are not about that life. Morality is gone out the window. It's sad, man. At 57, you're supposed to be kicking your feet up, playing golf. You're supposed to be living a leisurely life at 57. And you out here crying over a chick because she won't let you see your son. Okay, well then fine. You can't see your son then. Take your ass home and go about your business and see your son when you can. That's how you play the game. You don't let nobody get in control of you. You don't let nobody take control of you. Control what you can control, and what you can't control, you can't control the shit. The shit that you can't control, it ain't meant for you to control. I might come back. I might do another live stream on this whole Benzino shit, man, because it's so sad, man. It's so sad, man. Don't ever end up, anybody that listens to this live, y'all better not ever end up like Benzino. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man. Y'all better not end up like Benzino. Don't go out here. Don't go out like no buster crying over a chick in the back of a squad car. That's some bullshit. That's bullshit, man. But anyway, I might come back tomorrow or a couple days from now and rehash on this whole Benzino. You know what I'm saying? Benzino, the fall of Benzino. This is it. Like I'm not sure how he gonna recover from this. I don't know how he gonna recover from it. But again, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. The Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.